Now let's look at part 2 of chapter 3, private placement of the Companies Act 2013. According to section 42, offer or invitation for subscription of securities on private placement without prejudice to the provisions of section 26, a company may, subject to the provisions of this section, make private placement through issue of a private placement offer letter. Subject to subsection, the offer of securities or invitation to subscribe securities shall be made to such number of persons not exceeding 50 or such higher number as may be prescribed, excluding qualified institutional buyers and employees of the company, being offered securities under a scheme of employee stock option as per provisions of clause B of subsection of section 62 in a financial year, and on such conditions, including the form and manner of private placement as may be prescribed. Explanation. If a company listed or unlisted makes an offer to allot or invite subscription or allots or enters into an agreement to allot securities to more than the prescribed number of persons where the payment for the securities has been received or not, or whether the company intends to list its securities or not. Securities have received or not, the company intends to list its securities or not. On any recognized stock exchanges in or outside India, the same shall be deemed to be an offer to the public and shall accordingly be governed by the provisions of the part 1 of this chapter. Explanation. For the purpose of this section, the expression qualified institutional buyer means the qualified institutional buyer as defined in the Securities and Exchange Board of India Issue of Capital and Disclosure Requirements Regulations 2019 as amended from time to time. Private placement means any offer of securities or invitation to subscribe securities to a select group of persons by a company other than by way of public offer through issue of a private placement offer letter, and which satisfies the conditions specified in this section. No fresh offer or invitation under this section shall be made unless the allotment with respect to any other offer or invitation made earlier have been completed, or that offer or invitation has been withdrawn or abandoned by the company. Any offer or invitation not in compliance. So, with the provisions of this Act shall be treated as public offer, and all the provisions of this Act and the Securities Contract Regulation Act and the SEBI Act 1992 shall be required to be complied with. So, in case of listed companies, the SEBI Regulations Act, Securities Contract Act needs to be complied with. All monies payable towards subscription of securities under this section shall be paid through check or demand draft or other banking channels and not by cash. A company making an offer or invitation under this section shall allot its securities within 60 days from the date of receipt of the application money for such securities, and if the company is not able to allot the securities within that period, it shall repay the application money to the subscribers within 15 days from the date of incorporation. So, when shares are issued through private placement offer letter, the securities should be allotted within 60 days from the receipt of application money, and if the company is not able to allot the shares within that period, it shall repay the application money to the subscribers within 15 days from the date of completing 60 days. And if the company fails to repay the application money within the aforesaid period, it shall be liable to repay that money with interest at the rate of 12% per annum from the expiry of the 60th day. Provided that monies received on application under this section shall be kept in a separate bank account of a scheduled bank and shall not be utilized for any other purpose other than for adjustment against allotment of securities or for the repayment of monies where the company is unable to allot securities. All offers covered under this section shall be made only to such persons whose name are recorded by the company prior to the invitation to subscribe, and that such persons shall receive the offer by name, and that a complete record of such offers shall be kept by the company in such manner as may be prescribed, and complete information about such offer shall be filed with the registrar within a period of 30 days of circulation of relevant private placement offer letter. No company offering securities under this section shall release any public advertisements or utilize any media marketing or distribution channels or agents to inform the public at large about such an offer. Whenever company makes any allotment of securities under this section, it shall file with the registrar a return of allotment in such manner as prescribed, including the complete list of all security holders. Complete list of all security holders with their full name, address, number of securities allotted, and such other relevant information as may be prescribed. If a company makes an offer or accepts money in contravention of this section, the company, its promoters and directors shall be liable for a penalty which may extend to the amount involved in the offer or invitation or 2 crore rupees, whichever is higher. The company shall also refund all money to the subscribers within a period of 30 days. Refund all money to its subscribers within a period of 30 days of the order imposing the penalty. Chapter 3 is over. Let us learn the provisions in Chapter 4 of the Companies Act in the next video. Thank you.